Morning, Matt.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning, Patrick.
Morning. I overslept yesterday.
Good. We're gonna do new breath work for you today. I introduced it yesterday. Yeah, it's a bit quicker than Wim Hof breathing, and it can be a little bit more intense depending on how hard you squeeze. But I'll explain that when we get to the breath part.
All right.
There you go, like it. Morning, Jane.
Hi, good morning.
Ouch. Sleep on me, dude.
Hey, Jane, how you doing? I got to share this with you guys. This was the culmination of 3 days of Star Wars watching. My son was like, okay, who's who? So
Awesome.
we are going through everything in machete order. So he watched A New Hope with his mom like last week or 2 weeks ago. And so we watched Empire, then we went back to episode 2 and 3, which we finished last night. And you should have seen the look on his face when he found out that Luke had a sister, Leia. And he's like, wait a minute, Luke and Leia are brother and sister? And they're both children of Anakin, who's now Darth Vader? It was like, I saw his brain explode. It was a proud nerd dad moment.
Damn, I can't even remember when I made that realization.
For most of us, we made that realization during Return of the Jedi,
Right.
right? And
I would say like how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Like,
So wait, what's the order that you watched it in to like do it this way? Because like I remember just
some dude came up with this after after the 3 prequels were made, and he said that the proper order to watch the saga in is Episode 4, so that's just A New Hope, Star Wars: A New Hope. Then Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and then basically that ends with the big reveal. Sorry, spoiler alert, that Darth Vader is Luke's father, and he cuts off his hand, and like, you know, that's where Han has been kidnapped. You know, Luke, everything looks down, and like, whatever. This big dramatic cliffhanger moment, and so then you stop progressing chronologically, and you go back to learn how did Anakin become Darth Vader. And so you find out, you see the origin of Luke, and becoming, you know, sort of a Jedi. Then you go back and see how Anakin became a Jedi, and you don't even have to watch Episode 1 because it does not drive the plot forward at all. There's a couple of little details in there, but all you can basically say is like, yeah, there was that. It doesn't really matter. You can watch when it's all over, but that way you also have to watch the absolute minimal amount of Jar Jar Binks. which is the worst character ever. And so, yeah, you watch 4, 5, then 2, 3, and then you watch 6, Return of the Jedi, and you finish that saga, the Vader saga. And then 7, 8, 9, you can just watch in order.
You can just watch.
And you literally never have to watch episode 1 until it's all over. You'd be like, oh yeah, what was that about? Be like, oh yeah, that was dumb. I'm glad we didn't watch that.
But then you'll miss all the underwater creatures.
That movie.
The only good part about episode 1 is the pod race.
That
I
was,
thought the pod race was so cool. I was like, man,
that was the only good part. That was the only good part of that movie. 2 was so badly acted, it was hard to finish it. 3 was better, but still not wonderful. 7, 8, 9 are much better. I can't say about 9. I haven't actually seen 9. That one just came out in December.
9 is straight up a great movie.
Yeah.
They did a good job. Like, I've always been like a Star Wars fan, but not a fanatic. And 9, I had the full spectrum of emotions.
I thought Rogue One was excellent.
Yeah.
I thought
Rogue One was really good.
And then, have you watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus? It's wonderful.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah,
I only liked Baby Yoda. That was just
Baby
about it.
Yoda was adorable. But yeah, The Mandalorian, it's really, really well done for a relatively minor character. It's like, oh, like here's like a whole thing based off of that character and like all that. It's really good. It's very watchable.
I'm pretty sure the episode 9 is on Disney Plus right now.
It is.
The COVID stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's all on there. So
That's awesome.
we're trying to binge it all. But
Nice.
I don't think we've got. Today's Thursday, so I've only got tonight with him. So we'll watch Jedi, and then he goes back tomorrow, and then we'll catch up on everything else. So
Awesome. Let's jump into it. It's a few minutes after 8. Let's go ahead and get going.
yeah, Jane seems super enthralled by our Star Wars conversation. Sorry, Jane.
Bro, that's okay.
All right. Stack your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankle. Anchor into the ground. Try to breathe deep into the core. When you breathe deep into the core, feel that 3-part breath. The stomach expands, the chest expands, the clavicles rise. And then when you get to the top of that breath, squeeze the core and keep the chest lifted. On the exhale, pull the chin back. One more inhale. Stay suspended. Let the arms rise up. Curl those fingertips in and forward shoulder circles. Standing as tall as you can, breathing all the way into the back of your head, lifting that head back away from the sacrum, decompressing the spine as we rotate these shoulders forward. Thumbs start to approximate forward. Meet in the middle and reverse the circle. When we get to the outside, palms go up. When palms are up, stop that circle and just squeeze those rhomboids together. Open the chest, back to neutral, squeeze again. Back to neutral, spread the fingertips away from the elbow pits, reach the elbow pits away from the armpits, feel it deep in the bicep, deep in the armpit. Forward shoulder circles while we're reaching. Brace the spine, squeeze the glutes, hands start to rise overhead. Feel that burn and just keep rotating straight through it. Get to the top, reverse the circle, bring them back down. Make those circles a little bit bigger as we go down. And now tighten them up as tight as you can. Perfect. As they're super tight, let the arms go all the way to the side. Keeping that chest lifted, keeping the fingers reached. Good. When we get to the side, we're going to do these shoulder openers. We're inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. Now reverse the direction, inhale on the way up. Left hand reaches overhead. We're going to laterally bend to the right. Good, and go left. Crunch to the right. And lean that hip to the left. Excellent. Ooh. We're going to go hands overhead on the inhale and down on the exhale. Inhale, lift, reach, extend, and exhale, go forward. Inhale up, reach, extend, and down. Inhale, lift, reach from the rib cage, extend from the thoracolumbar junction, and down. Lift, reach, extend, and down. Back to neutral, hands on the hips. We're looking up to the sky. Open that neck and down to the ground. And down. Looking up and down. Lateral bend to the right. And center, left, center. Go right, center, left, center. One more to the right, center, left, center. Rotate to the right, center, rotate left, back to the middle, and right. To the middle, left, to the middle, one more to the right, back to the middle, and last one to the left, to the middle. Jut that chin forward, pull it back. Jut it forward, pull it all the way back. Last one forward. And pull it back. And now we're going to bring our head around as if it was on a record player or a saucer, jutting the chin forward, to the left, back, and to the right. Switch directions. Excellent. Arms come overhead. Clasp the fingers together. Rotate those shoulders around the thoraco-cervical junction. How far can you reach your hands behind you? Initiate this motion from the shoulder joint. Try to keep the spine rather neutral. Reverse the direction. Excellent. Now make this motion start from the thoracic cage. And reverse directions. Hands come down to the side. Rotate the hips. Reverse directions. And now roll those hips. And reverse the direction. Before we go down to the knees, we're going to do a little founders training. So outsides of the feet are parallel, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Notice my toes are slightly pointed in. Start to grip those feet into the ground. Feel that tripod of the foot. That's the heel, the lateral fifth metatarsal to your kind of pinky toe, and then the base of your foot, the ball of your foot. Feel those three things anchor into the ground with equal pressure. Squeeze the feet together. Have a little softness in the knees. Start to externally rotate your feet and activate those glutes. From here, arms are going to trace up the side of the body on the next inhale. Exhale, we're going to hold and extend those elbows just a little bit higher. Next inhale, fingers trace the back of the neck and come overhead. Have them just far enough in front of you that looking straight ahead, you can see your hands in your periphery. From here, on each inhale, we're going to reach a little bit higher. Each exhale, we're going to sit a little bit deeper. We're going to start to move into a hip hinge squat position. So inhale, reach. Exhale, sit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit. As we sit down, we also sit back as we're hinging our hips to go further back, leaving our shins perpendicular with the ground. Keep reaching and sit deeper. Reach a little bit more and sit a little bit deeper. Hands come down to chest level and open up to the right. Back to neutral. Keep that hip hinge nice and strong. Open to the left on the inhale. Good. Back to neutral. Open back to the right on the next inhale. Close it on the exhale, flowing with breath. Inhale to the left. Close it on exhale. Inhale to the right. Close it down. Inhale left. Close it down. Palms come up. Pinkies come together. Elbows come together. Squeeze those feet again. Rotate them externally. Sit a little bit deeper. Tuck your chin. And now reach the hands to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale up one more time. Exhale, sit it down, and hands come all the way to the side. Go ahead, stand up at the hips and shake it out. Feet are coming together. We're going to rotate the knees a little bit here. So feet together, rotate the knees in a counterclockwise direction. Get out all those cracks and pops. Turn on that proprioception. Get the brain connected and firing to your lower limb. Reverse direction. Good. Get ready for our hip hinge. Stack the weight in your left foot. Right foot comes up to a 90-90. Roll that ankle out. Standing strong in that left leg, activating that glute med. Reverse the direction of the ankle. Open the hip up. Close it down. Open it up for 2. Close it down. Last one for 3. Close it. Come back to neutral. Whoop, and extend that leg in a hip hinge. Heel goes behind you. Toes are curled up towards the nose. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Extend even further. Foot goes to the sky. Reach. Good. Extend that leg again. Single leg hip hinge up. Pass the floor. Knee to chest. Drop it back down. Switch sides. Anchor that foot into the ground. Stand nice and strong. Hip, knee, 90-90. Rotate the ankle. Reverse directions. Close the hip down. Open it up. Close it down. Open it up. One more. Open. Back to neutral. Hip hinge. Fire through the heel. Good. Reach for the sky. Back to neutral. Whew. Hip hinge comes up. Good. Let's go wide here. We're going to drop down into a deep squat. Move my camera So we're going down into a deep squat. We're gonna go all the way into the deep squat on this one, so it's not an active squat. We're gonna start with continuing a little bit of mobility, opening the hips up. Left hand's gonna come on the ground, right hand's gonna go for the sky, and we're gonna push that left elbow into the knee. Good, bring it back down. Switch sides. Right hand on the ground, right elbow in the knee, left hand in the sky. Good, drop that down. Left one more time. Good, drop it down. Right one more time. Excellent, drop it down. Come back into that crab position. Crab position here, butts off the ground, spine's nice and straight. Spine's nice and straight, we're not curved here, we're not curved here. We're staying nice and neutral. We're gonna come forward, and then when we go back, we're gonna reach. So forward, arms in, back we reach, and then we switch sides. So left arm first, come forward, reach over top. Good, and switch sides. Left arm comes forward, reach over top. Good, switch sides. Left forward, reach. Good, switch sides. Forward, reach. Good, switch. Forward, reach. Good. Back to this crab position, and then we're gonna reach and extend all the way. Open the chest, squeeze the glutes. Back to neutral. We're gonna go again all the way up. Squeeze the glutes. Back to neutral. Coming into a seated position here. Rotating back forward, and we're going to let the hips and knees roll to one side. We're gonna come up into a knee position here. So watch me real quick. Knees go to one side. You can either push up or you can use your energy to pull yourself up. You're gonna come into this position here where right knee is out, right leg is on the inside of the left knee. Left leg is going back. Try to keep the sides of your feet on the ground. Sit up into that, nice and straight. Hands are gonna come in front of you. And then as the hands come in front of you, you're gonna slowly start to hinge that back. Load the glutes a little bit. Good, right there, hold it there. Open to the left. Squeeze that back down, then open to the right. Squeeze that back down. Lean to the right. Good, lean to the left. Legs should be burning. Hands come back in front of you, and we're gonna sit down as slow as you can. Good, switch sides. All right, pull yourself up. Come back into that slightly seated position, loading that posterior chain. Open to the right. Close it down. Open to the left. Close it down. Lean left. Good. Lean right. Excellent. Back to neutral. Hands come in front of you. Sit down as slow as possible. One more to the right. You guys should be able to flow a little bit better with this one. We're coming up. Sitting back. Inhale to the right. Close it down. Inhale left. Close it down. Inhale, lean to the left. Good. Inhale, lean right. Good. And sit down slowly. Rotate left. Pull it up. Sit it back. Inhale, open right. Close it. Open left. Close it. Lean left. Lean right. Sit it down nice and slow. All right, come into a plank position. From the plank position, we're going to go into right knee, right elbow, back into the charge, left knee, left elbow, swing all the way up and open. We'll do this on 3 times, both sides. I'll guide you through it. Also, just follow your breath and get into a flow state today. So we're coming up to the plank, back to the charge, right foot forward, back to the charge, right knee to left elbow, and reach. Bring that right knee back to the right elbow, bring it down, charge, left knee, left elbow, back to the charge, left knee, right elbow, and reach. Good, left to left. Switch sides, charge, right to right, charge, right to left, and open. Right to right, switch sides, left to left, left to right, and reach. Left to left, back to the charge, last round, right to right, back to the charge, right to left, and reach. Good, right to the charge, left to left, charge, left to right, and reach. Left to left, and hands come back, go into the quadruped position. We're gonna do some cat-cows here. Inhale on extension, exhale on flexion. Inhale, extend, exhale, flex. Inhale, extend, exhale, flex. One more extension, and one more flexion. Bring those hands a little bit closer to the knees. We're gonna roll out the wrists a little bit here, stretch out the wrists a little bit here. Spread those fingers into the ground. Push the heel of your hand into the ground and lean that body weight forward just a little bit. You can gently rock it side to side. Just sending some love to those wrists, opening them up. Good, now turn the fingers around back towards you. And lean back into it, a little bit of side to side. Elbow pits are rotated away from you. Woo! Feel this one deep in my forearms. Good, fingertips are away from you again. This time the back of the hand is on the ground. So to protect the wrist, you want to pull the hands towards you, open those joint capsules up, spread the fingers wide, and just give a little bit of pressure on the back of your hands as you lean forward. And you can give it a gentle rock side to side. Being honoring here, this is a different stressor on the wrist joints. It is a really good stretch though. Good, now rotate the fingertips towards you, back of the hands still on the ground. Pull those hands away from you to open that joint up. Add a little bit of pressure, rotate the elbows forward, the elbow pits are forward, and lean back just a little bit, rock side to side. Just enough pressure to be 10% outside your comfort zone. Good. And now you can roll that out. New mobility. All right, back into a plank position. Full plank this time, nice and straight, stiff as a board. Pull those hands and feet towards the belly button in a nice cross-body pattern, and we're gonna go down for 5 3-second push-ups. 3, 2, 1, hold, come on up. Going down, 3, 2, 1, hold, come on up. Make this a little bit harder. You can keep those elbows squeezed into your side and just let the elbows come back. 3, 2, 1, hold, come on up. That's 3. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, hold, come on up. And the last one, 3, 2, 1, hold, come on up. Open to the right side. It's nice side plank here. Squeeze the feet together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, breathe into the belly. Squeeze the core on the exhale. New decompression breath, new space. Hand comes down. Open up to the left. Good, big full body breathing here. Activating everything in your core. This can either be a position or it can be an exercise, your choice. Bring that hand back down. Good, jump into a deep squat. And this time we're gonna activate this squat a little bit, so we're gonna come up to wherever you're feeling that depth, but also holding it there. We're gonna come up, we're gonna open to each side. So go ahead and come up, anchor those feet into the ground, open to the right. Close it down, open left. Close that down. Lean right, close that down. Lean left, close that down. Hands come forward, body stands up, shake it out. And let's go ahead and move into breath work. Alice. Good flow this morning, guys. Whew. Hi. Have some space. Go on. Go on. Go on. Sit. Go ahead. Come down. Sit. Come down. There you go. Good boy. All right. So we started this breath work yesterday. We're going to continue it today. It's called ascension breathing. Patrick, the key with this is to not rush the breath. And the key with this is to squeeze the body, essentially from the bottom parts of the body all the way up until you're squeezing into the middle part of your brain. What we're doing in the ascension breathing is we're essentially fast tracking some of those deeper feelings that you can get with Wim Hof. We're really hypo-oxygenated the prefrontal cortex by doing this squeeze and by having less of the breaths ahead of time. So the breaths ahead of time before the squeeze is an 11-second slow inhale. To fill your lungs in 11 seconds, it's pretty much as slow as you can breathe. And the idea is to start with the stomach, then go to the chest, then the clavicle, and at like second, at count 10 or 11, you're just like breathing into your throat now, and you're just as full as possible. From there, squeeze the feet, the hands, the forearms, the calves, the quads, squeeze the core, bring it all the way up until you're even squeezing the neck and the face, and you're gonna pull it all into the center of your head where your pineal gland sits. You're gonna squeeze for 5 seconds, and then you're gonna let go, and when you let go, you're gonna decompress that air for about 7 seconds. We'll get back to the bottom. We'll do another 11-second breath. Squeeze for 5, 7 seconds out. In order to help us stay a little bit consistent, I am going to allow for in between each round like a breath or two so we can get a good 11-second inhale. I noticed yesterday, even for myself, I had a hard time staying in rhythm. And I imagine if I had a hard time that I wasn't the only one. So we'll go ahead and 11 seconds in, 5-second hold while we're squeezing, 7 seconds out, quick refresh breath, and then I'll say when we begin again. Cool? Awesome. Stack your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over hips. I do recommend doing this one seated. If you would like, you can lay down. I just find that I get a better squeeze when I'm seated. Start with a couple full big breaths to feel how much space you have in there and to know how much room you have to fill with air. Let it go. 2 more. Let it go. Last one. Good. From this neutral, quiet place, 11-second inhale and go. And squeeze. And again, 11 seconds. Squeeze. Let it go. "11 seconds, breathe. Squeeze. Let it go. "11-second inhale. Go. Squeeze. Last round, 11 seconds. Squeeze. Let it go. And breathe normal. Move straight into meditation. You got the body prepped, the mind prepped, and the key with meditation, I invite you to put yourself into this space today. The key with meditation is to be in a state of receiving. A lot of times when we're new to meditation, we think a lot about the doing. We think a lot about, I need to be still, I need to be quiet, I need to listen to my breath, I need to quiet the mind, I need to focus on something. Today, I want you to focus on receiving. And what could you be receiving? Receiving whatever that wisdom is that comes through when your body is clear, when your mind is clear. The feelings that you feel, the emotions that drift across your mind, the thoughts, maybe the thoughts that are new thoughts. That's all things that you are receiving and that are for you because you chose to take the time this morning to connect to your body, connect to your breath, and now to connect to spirit. So today, with your ears stacked over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, micro-tune your system to be in a place and a state of transparent reception. In your mind's eye, imagine a golden light approaching slightly in front of you and mostly above you. And this golden light starts to come down and it's drifting over you and it's right in front of your forehead. You can feel the warmth, energy from this big, massive golden light ball of energy, and you're curious. You're so curious and you're drawn to it. You can tell it's not dangerous, but it's something you've never experienced before. And so you draw near and it draws closer to you and you simply bask in its presence and you feel this warm, radiant energy. The hair on your skin begins to stand up. This warm, radiant energy is also electrifying and it's getting the skin to just vibrate with this level of energy that it's almost like you can feel that feeling of excitement
that you normally feel deep in your chest and in your stomach, but you can feel it on your whole body. And you're just buzzing. And this warm, round, spherical, golden ball of energy floats even closer. And now it's just barely in front of you. And you breathe it in. And as you exhale, you begin to relax just a little bit more. You surrender to whatever this golden ball of energy has for you. Because you know, deep within your soul, somehow you know that you trust it. You know it's safe. You lean forward and the tip of your forehead just grazes the edge of that golden ball of energy. And the moment that that happens, it's like a beam of electricity gets shot through your body. And you feel more alive than you've ever felt before. You feel this warm sense of relaxation immediately following that shock of energy move through as your body starts to integrate what just moved through it. And so it starts to relax and drip down your head. It drips down your face, down your neck, down the back of your spine, over your shoulders. It's just starting to melt across your entire system. And you feel this not just on the tip of your skin, but all the way through you. As if every single cell in your body from the tip of your head, as it starts to drip down, is just being cleaned and rejuvenated. It drips down past the shoulders, over the chest. You feel it slide into the small of your back. Feel it start to engulf over your stomach, down into your waist. It pools in your lap just a little bit. And then it goes down the thighs, down the glutes, down the hamstrings, warming the knees, relaxing the knees, down the calf, all the way into the ankles, into the feet. And you can feel as it just embodies the last square inch of you as it closes around the big toe. And suddenly, like a caterpillar breaking out of the cocoon, like a butterfly, you are fully transformed. This golden light has now washed straight through your entire body, cleansing every single cell, washing over any imperfection, creating space and relaxation inside and outside, through the mind, through the body, through the soul. This golden light of relaxation, this golden light of energy has reconnected the three-part triune of who you are. The body, mind, and spirit fully connected in unison, moving as one intricate and complete being, fully integrated into every cell that works together to create this amazing machine of a human body, fully integrated into every single thought that drifts past your mind, fully integrated into the depths of who you are in your soul. That life force within, that thing that feels just a little bit even deeper than the mind. That part of you that keeps the heart beating, that keeps the lungs breathing, that empowers you with all the intelligence that you have, and even more. You feel deeply connected, deeply complete, deeply integrated in this golden light of relaxation. In this state of relaxation, you can start to feel what it must feel like to walk towards enlightenment. You can start to feel what it feels like to make decisions based on the whole version of yourself, honoring all of who you are. You begin to recognize that other people are just the same as you. You begin to recognize that some people could use some help getting reconnected. Let those people drift across your mind's eye, whoever came up to your mind first. Send them love and light. Send them peace and restoration. With your mind's eye, just send them a little bit of appreciation and gratitude for who they are and what they mean to you. If that person that came across your mind's eye has hurt you in the past, forgive them. For when we forgive others, we forgive ourselves. When we forgive others, we free ourselves. As a three-part, fully connected being, we recognize the power in forgiveness and connection. We drop the need to express so much ego, and we pick up the desire to express more love and connection. Being a part of the collective consciousness is where we are when we're fully connected. Fully individualized, fully unique, while fully being connected and a part of the evolution of consciousness moving forward. Breathe into your body and let it go. Breathe into the space outside of your body and let that go. Feel the stillness. Feel the difference in your body while it's fully connected. With your mind's eye, do a quick scape and scope of your body, looking into little crevices that maybe you haven't ventured very often, breathing space into joints that need a little bit more space, relaxing muscles that are just a little bit tight, a little bit too often. We don't need to heal and fix everything right now. We simply acknowledge what is, and we take a step 1% better in the right direction. Our only responsibility today is to just be a little bit better than we were yesterday. Be a little bit more connected than we were yesterday. To show ourselves and others a little bit more grace than yesterday. To express just a little bit more love than yesterday, because if every day we're just getting a little bit better, then every year we've continued to transform into our best version of ourselves. Every year can be a year that we celebrate as we age and we grow and we continue to move through this life journey. Every year is a gift. Every day is a gift. Every hour, minute, moment, it's all a gift. Enjoy that gift and be thankful. And from this place, move forward with the rest of your day, clear, connected, expressing love, and holding the highest intention for yourself and the people that you interact with today. Take one more breath in and let go of any tension that's in your body, wherever you find it during that breath. Go ahead. Begin to wake your body back up. Open your eyes. Roll the neck out. Stretch your fingers. Stretch your feet. I think this is week 3. Move, breathe, meditate. It was a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, that breath work is hard for me.
Breathwork's tough.
Yeah.
Tough one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to squeeze everything, and I was finding I was squeezing different places individually, like not everything all at once.
That's where if you like start from the feet and like you go, okay, I'm gonna squeeze the feet, then I'm gonna squeeze the calf, then I'm gonna squeeze the quad, the hamstrings. If you go through those big muscle groups and just let it rise, that's one cue that'll help you with that.
Okay.
And the other piece is just doing this really frequently. But you'll know you're hitting it if you're squeeze, and it'll start to like. You can almost hear the pressure building like inside the head. Like even if you just squeeze your eyes and face really, really hard, you can almost hear that like blood boiling. And then from there, when you let go and you have that drop off, it's almost like a whoo. And that's where you can almost lose it. And so where you feel that drop and that buzz, that's the ascension. And then we kind of remove the floor, and then you're in this float while you drop back down.
See, and I can't exhale that long. When I do release it, I'm like, it's gone, and then I'm like, every breath.
So start with maybe just 2 rounds. If you guys do this on your own at all, you can maybe start with just like 1 or 2 rounds, and then when you let it go, don't even worry about the 7 seconds. Just feel what it feels like to first let that go, so that you can let go of the thought process of it. Because if you're overthinking it too much, then you'll hold yourself back. So maybe just feel what your body feels, and if it just wants to let the air go, let it go. But the intention of what you should be feeling is right at the end of that full compression is this like floatiness where you almost feel like you're falling. And that's the other reason why I like sitting up, because you'll even almost lose a little bit of balance. And that kind of adds a piece to it. But yeah, just keep working on it. It's a
I
fun
can get there with the squeeze. I can get there with the squeeze. Like the squeeze works great, and I'm like, you know, my eyes are closed, but I can feel my vision's cutting, my hearing. Like I know what I'm like when I pass out, because this happens to me a lot when I lift. Is I've got a pretty strong Valsalva effect, and I like when I deadlift especially, I've gone black. And like
I'm pretty close, like just recently working out with Austin before he left, trying to hit some higher weights, and he would like stop me because he's done a lot of breath work with me, and I pass out a lot during breath work. And there's been multiple times, like more than I can count on one hand, where he will stop me before I pick the bar up, and he goes, "You need to breathe. You're going black out."
Yeah. Yeah, I have taught people in class a few times a couple of like quick breath stuff to like prep for their lift, because that bracing is so important. But if they hold it for too long, then it's like, yeah. And so like 1 rep max days, I talk about it. It's like as soon as I finish a squat or a deadlift or anything, I immediately get to the rig.
Yeah.
Because I will go black and I will go deaf for like a few seconds, and if I'm not holding on to something, like I don't want my head to contact that, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a lot of videos of people going down on their bar.
Oh, it's kind of funny, the gym fail thing, but yeah.
I never understood how it worked until I felt it in my own body, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you just
Like a ton of bricks. Just yeah.
it's hilarious. All right, guys. Well, have an awesome weekend. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, thank
On
you.
Tuesday. Have a great
Appreciate
week.
you guys continuing to be here. Matt, I know you kind of feel obliged to be here, but Pat, thank you also for showing up so much. It means a lot that you guys are here.
Yeah, it's a great way to start the day. I wish I could do it every day, but yesterday I needed sleep.
That's okay, man. I'm just glad you guys are here when you are here. So
Go back to the YouTube. That's always there. You can always
Yeah, actually I did hop on that to do the meditation yesterday.
nice.
Good.
All right, guys. I will see you next week. Take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Take care.